Okay, now let's continue, right?
Yes.
Can you see the passage? Can you see the list of headings?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's continue. I think we were explaining paragraph G, right?
No.
So what explains this remarkable
H.
turn of events? So here explain keyword and two factors. So factors, of course, will be explained. That's why. So explain and factor are the biggest keywords in this passage. In this not passage. In this what paragraph? Clear? Because they are trying to explain the reasons why the demand for water has been diminished, right? Of course, from the previous F paragraph. That's why. So some explanations. That's why. And here you can also find some associate words. Let's say per person has actually decreased here. Decrease is also one keyword for what? Reducing, right? Reduce it. Water. And here you can also say reduce water use. So in 1965, for instance, Japan used approximately 13 million gallons of water to produce $1 for $1 million of commercial output. Aytyapti, Yaponiya deyapti уже approximately taxminan 13 million gallon demak bu suv o'lchagich nima miqdor of water to produce $1. $1 ishlab chiqarish uchun demak ana shuncha 13 million gallon demak water idishdagi suv ishlatgan deyapti. By 1989 this had dropped to 3.5 million gallons, even accounting for inflation, almost a quadrupling of water productivity. Demak qarang, water productivity, suvni productivity nima edi?
Ishlab chiqarsin.
Suvni nimasi, sifati yoki ishlab suvni samaradorligi, suvni samaradorligini quadrupling 4 baravar oshirib deyapti. Demak 1989-yilgacha deyapti, bu 3,5 millionga tushgan deyapti. Tushunarli? Demak bu tushganligi reduced water, suvdan kam foydalangan deganimi? Foyda olingan, ya'ni suvdan kam foyda qilingan. Suvdan kam foydalansa demak ko'proq suv saqlanib qoladi, to'g'rimi? Shuning uchun demak mana bu yerda ko'rishingiz mumkin. Here you can see, where is it? Explanation for reduced water use. Okay? Yes. So next, paragraph H. On the other hand, dams, aqueducts, and other kinds of infrastructure will still have to be built, particularly in developing countries where basic human needs have not been met. Demak, boshqa tomondan deyapti, dams, to'g'onlar, osma quvurlar and other kinds of infrastructure va boshqa turdagi infrastrukturalar deyapti, hali ham qurib qo'yilishi kerak, particularly ayniqsa rivojlanayotgan mamlakatlarda. Demak, u yerda deyapti, inson ehtiyojlari haligacha qondirilmagan deyapti. Bu demak qanaqadir nimadir ishlarni endi yo'lga qo'yish kerak. Ya'ni will, qarang, kelajakka ishora bo'lyaptimi? Bu ham bitta signal. Endi oxirgisini o'qiyman. Even in regions where new projects seem warranted, we must find ways to meet demands with fewer resources, respecting ecological criteria and a smaller budget. Hattoki deyapti, demak yangi loyihalar ancha garantiya, ya'ni qilingan, ko'ringan, ancha garantiyasi bor bo'lib ko'ringan joylarda ham deyapti, biz maxsus yo'llar topishimiz kerak. Mana shu talablarni qondirish uchun fewer resources, iloji boricha kam resurslarni ishlatgan holda. Respecting, demak ekologik mezonlarni hamda mablag'ni nima qilgan holda inobatga kamroq mablag'ni inobatga olgan holda deyapti. Demak bu yerda must find ways keyword yo'l topishimiz kerak ekan. Meet demand talabni qondirishga choralar ko'rishimiz kerak ekan. It must be mana qarang, must be built, have to be built. Qarang, nimadir qilishga nima bo'lyapti? Chorlov bo'lyaptimi? Qilishimiz kerak, shart, ehtiyoj. Bular nimaga ishora qiladi? The need to raise standards. Understood?
Yes.
Standartlarni ko'tarishga bo'lgan ehtiyoj bo'ladi, to'g'rimi? Chunki boshqasi tushmaydi, qarang. Masalan, irrigation system chiqdimi? Irrigation system chiqmadi. Ya'ni birinchi biz o'qigan gaplar ichidan. So we couldn't have been able to find the keywords irrigation systems and which one? Financial cost. So there is no information about these. So the need to raise standards, okay? Qanchalik oson, qanchalik oddiy topish hopmi. Demak, usulni yengillashtiring o'zingizga. Birinchi gapni o'qiymiz. Bog'liqlik topamiz darrov linkni. Keyword aniqlaymiz. Headingga payqaymiz. Qaysi so'z darrov signal bo'ladi. Chunki biz headingdagi so'zlarni nimaga chizib oldik? Boshida. Behudaga yoki bekorga chizganimiz yo'q ular, to'g'rimi? Albatta bizga o'sha hozir birinchi gapni topib, keywordga moslayman degan maqsadda chizib oldik. Ya'ni ham oson, yengil bo'ldi bizga. Shuning uchun. Natijada demak moslab chiqdik, moslaganlik ancha oson bo'ldi. Xo'p, xulosa demak heading matching yetishda nima qilish kerak ekan? So in summary we have to bear in mind that to solve heading matching task we have to first, rule number 1, underline all the keywords. Underline the keywords in each heading. Step 1. Step 2. Read the first sentence of the paragraph and try to find keywords, right? Yes. And then step 3. Try to match the keywords with the words in the heading. Clear? By making sure. So step 3. Read the second. If you haven't been able to find the extracts or find the keywords from the first sentence, so read the second sentence. Clear? Read the second sentence and so you can find the keywords there. And the possibility of finding the answer from the second sentence so accounts for how many percent? 10%, right? 10%. So let's carry on now. So step 3, read the second sentence and try to match the keywords. The possibility of finding the keyword is 10%, right? Step 4, read the last sentence and the possibility of finding the matching the keywords or finding the keywords, so 5%, right? And if you haven't been also able to find the keywords from the last sentence, so you are now recommended to read the middle parts, middle sentence, right? And to have some association. Clear? Demak, bu yerda bir texnikamiz bor ekan, so'zlarni bir-biriga urishtirib yoki bog'liqligini o'rtasidagi aloqadorlikda qolishimiz kerak. Aynan masalan internet bo'ladigan bo'lsa, internet so'zi chiqmaydi sizga. Email berishi mumkin, website beradi, to'g'rimi? Chunki mana shu email, websaytlar hammasi qayerda yuz beradi? Internet olamidami? Demak, shunaqa biz payqab topa olishimiz kerak. Mana bu yerda ham Roman Empire, Rim imperiyasi deyapti. Rim imperiyasini o'qigan zahoti darrov tarixga, qadimiy tarix haqida menda tasavvur paydo bo'lishi kerak. Va darrov o'sha ancientga nima bo'lishi kerak? Signal bo'lishi kerak, to'g'rimi? Bu yerda qarang, inson sivilizatsiyasi, sivilizatsiya so'zi ham tarixiy so'zda bu. Tarix faniga oid so'z, termin. Shuning uchun demak historyga, ancientga nima signal bo'lishi kerak. Esda qoldimi? Heading matching. Qanday topish? Demak, qiyin emas, oson, faqat yaxshilab mantiqiy fikrlashdi. Hushyorlik asosiysi. Bir-biriga demak, bu yerda 3 ta texnika nihoyatda muhim hisoblanadi. Bir-biriga bog'lay olish so'zlarni bir, ikkinchisi ya'ni solishtirib olish, ikkinchisi hop mantiqiy fikrlash, hushyorlik, uchinchisi esa demak keywordlarni aniqlab olish, payqay olish. Okay, questions 21 till 26. So let's also see. So, do the following statements agree with information given in the reading passage 2? In boxes 21 to 26, on your answer sheet, write yes, no, not given. As you can see, these are yes, no, not given questions, right? So, step 1. So here we have some rules. Rule number 1, read the first. Read not the first one. Read all the questions first and try to find or underline the keywords. Okay? Keywords, signal words. Yes. This is rule number 1. Now, rule number 2, try to match the keyword in the question with the words in the passage. We have to find out. Clear? But here's there is a little advice for you. You have to also account for the number of questions. For example, if it's the first question, 21, it means the possibility of, not possibility. This question appears, so this question appears from the paragraph 1 or paragraph 2, right? So second question from paragraph 2 or 3, like this. So the answers might appear in the order of the questions. Clear? Answers in the paragraph so may appear in the order of the questions. Demak, bu yerda savollarda demak kelish tartibi ham nihoyatda muhim hisoblanadi. Clear? Yaxshi. Hop. Uchinchi demak, step 3. Now we have to match the keywords, of course, with synonyms, right? With actually connected some phrases. Of course, we have to use keywords. Keywords are what? Taxis. They just deliver us to the right destination, right? Keywords do not mean or do not mean that they are answers. They are just taxis, signals. Okay. Demak, birinchi mana bu yes, no, not given questionlarni hal qilishda barcha savollarni demak tartib bilan o'qib chiqarganmiz hamda keywordlarni aniqlaymiz. Birinchi qoida. Ikkinchi qoida. Keywordlarni passajdan qidiramiz. Keywordlarni topishda biz savollarni tartibiga e'tibor qilishimiz kerak. Birinchi savol birinchi paragrafdan, ikkinchi savol ikkinchi paragrafdan, uchinchi savol uchinchi paragrafdan, demak va oxirgi savol oxirgi paragrafdan chiqish ehtimoli katta. Bu texnikani tushunsangiz, vaqtda ancha yutgan hisoblanasiz. Bo'ptimi? Vaqtda ancha tejab qolamiz bu bilan. Shuning uchun demak shuni e'tiborga olishimiz kerak. Hop, qani ketdik unda. Water use per person is higher in the industrial world than it was in ancient Rome, right? Keywords. Hop, higher, industrial world, eng katta keywordimiz ancient Rome. Ancient Rome demak chiqish ehtimoli ko'proq, to'g'rimi? Yaxshi. Har bir insonga deyapti, suv ishlatish, suvdan foydalanish ancha qadimiy Rimga qaraganda mana bu industrial demak sanoatlashgan dunyoda yuqoriroq deyapti. Okay? Keyingisi. Feeding increasing populations is possible due primarily to improved irrigation systems, right? So here keyword irrigation systems. Feeding populations, right? Okay, increasing populations. Population demak keyword. Due to ham, chunki due to demak tufayli deyapti, sabab keltiryapti, bog'layapti, sabab ham bo'lishi kerak. Modern water systems imitate those of the ancient Greeks and Romans. What are the keywords?
Water system.
No, Greeks and Romans, right?
Greeks and Romans.
Yes, Greeks and Romans. And modern water systems. Modern. So, there should be modern water systems. Demak, zamonaviy suv sistemalari bilan imitate nima qiladi? Taqlid qiladi yoki o'xshaydi ma'nosida endi. Nima o'xshaydimi yoki yo'qmi shuni tekshiramiz. Tekshirib bering deyapti. Hop, industrial growth is increasing the overall demand for water. So, keywords, industrial growth, right? Grows. Overall demand. Demand. Shu yerda bir narsani aytib o'tish kerak. Mana hadindan bizga ma'lum bo'ldiki, demand so'zi bor edi. Demand so'zi ko'proq oxirroqda chiqqanda. Qarang. Endi savolda ham tartib bo'yicha nima bo'lyapti? Oxirlayapmizmi? Tushyapmiz, sekin oxiriga. Demak, shunga ham e'tibor berishimiz kerak. Modern technologies have led to a reduction in domestic water consumption. Demak, oxiridan bitta savol, oxiridan bitta paragrafda chiqish ehtimolligi 90%, 95%. Bilamiz, Ielts tekshirsa bekorga berilmaydi. To'g'rimi? Har bir narsaning o'zining o'rni bor, hop, qadr-qiymati bor. Modern technologies, demak, keyword, reduction keyword, domestic keyword. Demak, uy sharoitida suvdan ishlatish yoki suvdan foydalanishda nima bo'ldi? Reduction, pasayishga olib keldi deyapti. Shuni tekshiramiz. In the future, governments should maintain ownership of water infrastructures. So, keyword, which one? Future, governments, should. Maslahat beryapti. Right? Should maintain ownership. Demak, suv infrastrukturalari bilan hop, egalik, hamkorliklarni nima qilish kerak? Hukumatlar mana shuni davom ettirish kerak, bir me'yorda saqlab turish kerak kelajakda deyapti. Shuni tekshirib berish kerak ekan. Do you understand? So here, demak, tayyormiz mana biz. Ana endi darrov yes, no, not giving ga kirishamiz. So let's carry on. Let's go. Birinchisi demak, water use per person, industrial world, ancient Rome. Yana bir muhim narsa. So, one more important thing. Here we have comparative, right? Comparison.
Yeah.
Comparison, yes. So we have learned that if we can find the comparison also from the passage, so it is yes. If we find the keywords, but so if we find the keywords but couldn't match the if we find the keywords but if we don't, or if we cannot find the comparison, right, structure from the passage, it is called what? Not given, right? Yes, if we find the comparison and not higher but lower, it means it's no, right? Just opposite. So industrial world, I have to find out. Let's find here. Industrial world, can you see today? 9 major systems with an innovative layout of pipes and well-built sewers supply the occupants of Rome with as much water per person as is provided in many parts of the industrial world today. Can you see the as structure?
Yes.
As structure. They are what kind of structure?
Big.
I mean, it is what kind of structure is it? So it is equal structure, right? This as a structure, so is used to express equality. It means so Rome. Demak, bu yerda as strukturasi berilgan. Qarang. Hozir zamonaviy industrial sanoatlashgan dunyoda, hozir dunyoning ko'p sanoatlashgan dunyoning ko'p qismlarida provided ta'minlanganidek har bir kishiga deyapti, ko'p suv nima qilingan? Supplied. Xo'p, Rimni demak istiqomat qiluvchilariga ham yetkazib berilgan deyapti. Demak, o'sha paytda ham hozir ham bir xil ekan. Qarang, as. Tenglik beryaptimi? Mana shu as strukturasi ham ancha bizga demak juda katta narsani aytib qo'yadi. Demak, teng ekan bu yerda. Bu yerda-chi? Higher deyotganda, yuqoriroq deyotganda, to'g'rimi? Aha. So it is Rimga qaraganda hozir ancha yuqoriroqmi? Demak, industrial world berilgan, ancient Rome bor, yuqoriroq emas, teppa-teng. Shuning uchun nima bo'lyapti? Qarama-qarshi. Contradiction. So it is no. Understood?
No.
Ha.
Yeah.
Not given olmaymiz. Chunki hamma narsa berilgan mana. Water use per person ham bor mana. Right? We can see water use per person. Okay, next one. Feeding increasing populations is possible due primarily to improved irrigation systems. So irrigation systems. O'sib kelayotgan aholini demak boqish deyapti. Xo'p, asosan yaxshilangan irrigatsiya tizimlari tufayli bo'lishi mumkin deyapti. Qani ko'ramiz endi. Irrigation, mana irrigation topildi, ko'rdingizmi? Irrigation and hydropower. So unprecedented construction of endi demak xuddi shu keyword topgandan keyin mana shu keyword chiqqan gapni boshdan boshlab o'qiladi. Qoidasi shunaqa. Tushunarlimi? Unprecedented construction of tens of thousands of monumental engineering projects designed to control floods, protect clean water supplies, and provide the water for irrigation and hydropower brought great benefits to hundreds of millions of people. Food production has kept pace with soaring populations, mainly because of the expansion of artificial irrigation systems that make possible the growth of 10 to 40% of the world's food. Ielts'da keyingi oltin qoidasi mana bu yerda chiqayotgan 22-hop savolda ko'rinayotgan keywordlar hammasi eslab qolamiz. Bitta gapda hamohang, hamjihat holda bir-biriga aloqador holda chiqish kerak. Bittasi u yoqda, ikkinchisi bu yoqda chiqmaydi. Tushunarlimi? Irrigationdan chiqish kerak, improvedan chiqish kerak, due to ham chiqish kerak, ya'ni boshqa holda yoki o'shanga signal holda, primarily ham chiqish kerak, if feeding increasing population, hamma narsa berilish kerak. Hammasi taka-tak demak list ustma-ust tushishi kerak. Tushunarlimi?
Yes.
Endi demak moslaymiz, qarang. Food production, feeding deganim bu? Yaxshi. Xo'p, population borida soaring degani qarang, increasing, o'sib kelayotgan, soaring.
Soaring population.
Soar degani uchmoq. Ko'tarilayotgan. Demak, tushadimi? Soaring populations. To increasing populations, they match. Yes. Food production to feeding, so they match. Mainly means primarily, right?
Primarily.
Yes. So because of, what about because of? Due to?
Due to.
Yes. Irrigation systems we have. Possible. Possible bormi deydi? So do we have possible here? Yes. Possible here. Due. Possible. So growth. Growth. We have growth improved, right?
Yes.
Yes. Qarang, shundoq ustma-ust turibdi, shundoq. Ko'rinib turibdi. Of the world's food. Demak, bu gap nima ekan? True ekan. Ma'nosi ham xuddi shunaqa bo'ladi. Demak, irrigatsiya mana expansion, sun'iy irrigatsiya sistemalarining tarqalishi tufayli deyapti, asosan aholini, o'sib kelayotgan aholini nima qildi? Food production has kept pace with. Demak, ovqatni yoki oziq-ovqat ishlab chiqarish aholi bilan bir sur'atda yaxshilandi, yoki o'sdi bo'lyapti. Tushunarli bo'ldimi?
Yes.
Next one. Demak, it is yes. Modern water systems imitate those of ancient Greeks and Romans. So modern water, Greeks and Romans imitate. Uchinchi savol. So the question 3 from paragraph C, right?
C.
Demak, tartib bo'yicha we should not forget the order. 3-chi savol bo'lgani uchun nima 3-chi paragrafdan chiqish ehtimolligi juda katta, yuqori hisoblanadi. Mana Greeks and Romans ko'rinib turibdi, ko'rdingizmi?
And Romans. Yes.
Yaxshi. Endi modern topishimiz kerak. Qarang, Greeks and Romans boshqa joyda bormi?
Yo'q.
Yo'q. Demak, yana haligi oltin qoidani eslaymiz. Aytildi, keywordlar, bitta gapdagi keywordlar hammasi passage'dagi nechta gapda chiqishi kerak edi?
Bitta gap.
Faqat bitta gapda. Mana qarang, tepadagi gap shundoq ustma-ust tushgan hammasi, to'g'rimi? Bu yerda ham endi modern so'zi topishimiz kerak. Modernni. Yet there is a dark side to this picture. Yet despite our progress, half of the world's population still suffers with the water services inferior to those available to the ancient Greeks and Romans. Modern bormi?
No.
Modern.
Zamonaviy so'zi bormi bu yerda? Birorta signal yo'q. Demak, bitta keyword chiqdi, lekin qolganlarini topa olmadik biz. To'g'rimi? Bu degani demak nima edi? Not given edi. Shunaqa qoida bor-da, bitta keyword chiqsa, lekin qolganlariga bog'lanmasa yoki fe'li mos tushmay qolsa, mana imitate taqlid qiladi, deyapti, o'xshaydi deyapti. Bu yerda esa sistemalarni o'xshashligi haqida gap ketmayapti. Dunyoning yarmi aholisi deyapti, hali ham azob chekyapti. O'sha qadimgi grek hamda romanlar, rimliklarga demak, tak, with water services, suv xizmatlari inferior to ancha hop quyi bo'lgan deyapti. Suv xizmatlari ana shu greklar hamda rimliklarga qaragan rimliklarga yaroqli bo'lganchalik deyapti. Demak, ancha inferior, quyi holda deyapti. Demak, bu yerda gap boshqa ma'no beryapti. Ya'ni o'sha zamonaviy sistemalar bir-biriga o'xshaydimi yoki yo'qmi u haqida emas. So it means
Not given.
not given. Next, industrial growth is increasing the overall demand for water. Demak, industrial growth, overall demand increasing, right? Industrial demand. What is demand? Demand qayda edi? Demand so'zini qayda topdik-ku? Mana industrial output, mana demand. Mana ko'rdingizmi? Here you can see demand and industrial output, right? So we have to read this sentence very closely. Although population, industrial output, and economic productivity have continued to soar in developed nations, the rate at which people withdraw from water from aquifers, rivers, and lakes has slowed. Bilamiz, although gapi bu gap qaraganda degan, to'g'rimi? Aholi sanoatlashgan output, ishlab chiqarish miqdori hamda iqtisodiy samaradorlik o'sgan bo'lishiga qaramasdan deyapti. Qayerda? Rivojlangan mamlakatlarda yoki rivojlangan xalqlarda the rate at which people withdraw water from aquifers, rivers and lakes has slowed. Lekin odamlar deyapti suv olish, tak, suv olish nimasi? Rate. Nimasi? Foizi yoki miqdori slowed. Pasaygan. And in a few parts of the world demand has actually fallen. Demak, dunyoning boshqa bir necha qismlarida esa bu talab o'zi tushgan deyapti. Demak, talab tushganligi haqida gap bormi? Endi qarab turing. Bu yerda industrial growth, although fe'li mana unga qaramasdan deyapti. Although gap keyingi gapga aloqador, keyingi gapni ma'nosini qarshilantiradi, bilasizlar-a? Bir-biriga concession, ya'ni to'siqsizlik. Shundoq bo'lgan bo'lsa ham, tak, demand, ya'ni talab tushgan deyapti. To'g'rimi? Lekin bu talab tushishi industrial output natijasida yuzaga kelmaganda, mana questionda esa biz nima qilyapti? Bizga bog'lab qo'yapti. Industrial growth, mana shu tak, sanoatlashgan yoki sanoat o'sishi deyapti. Shu narsa ko'taryapti, demand deyapti. To'g'rimi? Talabni, suvga bo'lgan talab ko'taryapti. Suvga bo'lgan talab ko'tarilmayapti, tushgan. 2 u yerda bu birinchisi. Ikkinchidan tushganligi mana shu industrial growth natijasida ham emas. Also strukturasi umuman bu yerda boshqacha variantda, ya'ni shunday bo'lgan bo'lsa ham deyapti xolos. Bu yerda bog'liqlik demak yo'q. A question esa bog'lab qo'ygan. Shuning uchun it is not given. Understood? Desam bo'ladimi? Yo'q, desam bo'lmaydi. Chunki also strukturasi qarang. Ha, hushyor bo'linglar. Also strukturasi ga qaramasdan, ya'ni industrial output, sanoatlashgan yoki sanoat miqdori ko'tarilgan bo'lsa ham deyapti. Demak, baribir bizda talab tushganmi? Shu narsa increasing talabni ko'tarayotganiga ishora bor. Demak, also gapi contradiction bo'lgani uchun bu yerda ko'tarmayapti, balki tushirayotgan bo'lishi. Increasing, not increasing. So they are decreasing. Demand is not increasing in the passage. Demand is decreasing. That's why it is no. Okay? Yes. Next one. Modern technologies have led to a reduction in domestic water consumption. Modern technologies, reduction in domestic. Uyda suvdan suv iste'molini kamaytirdi zamonaviy texnologiyalar deyapti. Qani shuni tekshiramiz. Tekshirib bering deyapti. Bizdan so'rashyapti. Xo'p, tekshiramiz. Endi qarang, domestic bu uy. Bizda aynan domestic chiqmasligi mumkin. Uyga aloqador. Let's count other words for domestic: house, home, right? Demak, house, home ham chiqib qidirishimiz kerak yoki domestic ham chiqib qolishi kerak shu atrofda. Mana homes. Can you see?
Yeah.
Thanks to a range of new technologies. Qarang, yangi texnologiyalarning xizmatiga, ya'ni bir qator tizimiga katta rahmat. Demak, u degani shular help yordam beryapti to conserve water in homes and industry. Homes, uylarda suvni conserve, nima degani conserve? Saqlab qolishgami?
Saqlamoq.
Ha, demak, qachon suvni kamroq ishlatsak saqlab qolinadi, axir muhofaza qilinadi. Ha, demak, u yerda reduction, ko'rib turibmiz. Decrease it. Tepada ham turibdi mana. Suv talab ancha tushgan, ya'ni suvni ishlatish nimasi miqdori tushgan deyilyapti. Shuning uchun it is what? Yes, true. In the future, governments should maintain ownership of water infrastructures. Keywords: future, governments should maintain the ownership. So future, will. Can you see the will? It's the future signal. But the biggest keyword, governments. So we have to find, so the biggest keyword, governments, we have to find it from the paragraph. So let's look for the governments. So, but such projects must be built to higher specifications with more accountability to local people and their environment than in the past. And even in regions where new projects seem warranted, we must find ways to meet demands with fewer resources, respecting ecological criteria and to a smaller budget. So we have one keyword, but there is no government. It means
not given.
Not given, yes. Demak, qoidamiz borda, agar bitta keyword chiqib qolsa-ku, mos kelsa-yu, lekin ma'nosi birinchidan mana should maintain, davom ettirish kerak. Ownershipda, egaligida deyapti u yerda. Bu yerda egalik davom ettirish haqida gap yo'q birinchidan. Ikkinchidan government, hukumat davom ettirish kerak u yerda. Demak, passageda ham mana bu tekstda ham hukumat haqida gap bo'lish kerak. Hukumat davom ettirsin degan gap bo'lish kerak ma'no. Hukumat haqida demak, bu yerda gap yo'q ekan, ma'nosi boshqa joyda, ya'ni ma'nosi mos kelmaydi. Not given, bu berilmagan hisoblanadi. Tushunarlimi? Okay. So these are true, false, not given, yes, no, not given questions analysis. Understood? Tushunib boryapmizmi?
Yes.
Yaxshi, osona menimcha. Yaxshilab e'tibor qilsak, albatta. So questions 27 till 30. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. So they are multiple choice questions, right?
Right.
Yes. Multiple choice questions. So in multiple choice questions, we have another technique. We should use some important strategies and also techniques. So first one, rule number one, we read the question first and underline keywords there again, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Well, second, rule number two, so find the keywords from the passage and read the sentence itself. Clear?
Clear.
Yes. So while reading, try to extract the meaning, understand it, and match the meaning with the option, with the meaning of these options A, B, C, D, not keywords. So here we don't have, we shouldn't match the keywords because keywords might be similar, right? We have to match the meaning. Yes, that's much more important. So